Hello, and good morning, or good afternoon, depending on the time zone. Uh, Today we got a focus on Elevenlabs, that is AI voice technology. So far, it's the best AI voice technology we have. Have actually interacted with the application for some time, and I'm able now to feel comfortably say that it's one of the best tools in terms of getting audible. In terms of audible, in terms of getting audio files that are going to be in a position to use in terms of advertising, uh, maybe dictation of notes or lessons, and it's something that I have used so much. Now, in this context, we shall be using AI technology for one primary reason, which will be to create advertising content for utilization. We have context expertise is limited in advertising. In advertising, the industry training, in advertising, the industry training services we offer an organization. So I'm going to record this session so that those people who are not able to catch us live can watch this on the training portal, complete the assignment submitted. Um, Now, there are two key applications we shall be using for for this course, for this lesson for today. The first application is, of course, now the Cloud AI agent. So far now, I know Cloud is my favorite chat agent. Of course, this for coding is a key 2.5. But for any other content, I always go for Cloud. So the quality of the content generated. Yes. So um, now remember kwa hii training ya leo tutatengeneza content advertising, uh, content advertising, context as budget is limited, industrial training services. Yeah, so we shall use 11 labs. Yes. Now, in this case, there's two tools we shall use. The first tool we shall use is the Cloud AI, and of course now 11 labs. Now it goes by saying, first of all, before you even use 11 labs, what you're supposed to do is to actually to create the content that you want to advertise or you want to use. Now, in my case, uh, since I want content to do with maybe remote training. These are just an example, remote training. Maybe you can say create instead of just typing, you can just use Whisperflow AI to generate content for you. I think AI, anyway, you can get a chance to use the AI, you should do it because it will make your work easier. So I'm gonna launch the Whisperflow. It's my favorite advertising tool, not advertising but transcription tool. In this case, I'm gonna create a prompt for the cloud agent and say create for me an 11 labs speech, promotion of speech, advertising, context experts agencies limited, industrial training, services for all ICT and business students. Make it engaging with a call to action. Use a combination of sharing and Swahili and parts of English, or rather just use Sheng and few English to captivate the target market, which is in the Kenya society. Now, I have created a prompt using Elevenlabs. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go to the agent and paste it. I can just delete this one. Say create for me, and then I say enter. I say enter. Remember, kwa ile assignment nimepatia mnafaa mtengeneze some of those scripts on zote zinafaa kuwa very unique. So I'm showing you step by step what we're supposed to do. So you'll first of all create the scripts that you're going to be using Elevenlabs with, so that you can be in a position to now use the AI to help you get a very good unique voice that you can use in advertising your content. Now you have one. This is one combination of Swahili. So what you can do, we got the name wrong, so it's not just experts agencies limited, it's actually context experts agencies limited. And then I say to the agent, correct. Now let's see what we get. Ukiangalia wameandika vizuri niaje. That's the Sheng catch attention phrase generated using AI. So you'll make sure you generate something that's very unique and something that actually can be able to be captivating. And yes, now we have now the other value artifact. Context is now it has corrected, so I can copy this one and go to my script in Word page. So you'll have open a Word page. I delete all the necessary sections I don't want, like that one. And then I have to first of all make sure I proofread everything to ensure that I get what I want. So I'll start with so let me delete that one. So I'll start with this. Niaje, nasikia mnajua skills ni pesa, na pia mnajua tu kulevel up, si ndio? Sawa kabisa, mnajua mahali pa kusort yourselves out. So you have to go through the text you've created so that you ensure that it goes out before you use it. Now you'll also go now to the AI Elevenlabs and create an account. Create an account with the Elevenlabs. So in this case, that's one I've already created. But in your case, you'll go to elevenlabs.io AI. So from there, you'll sign up. You can sign up using your email or just the normal password and all that. But then email password. But then you can always just sign in with email. But in my case, I'm not gonna sign in because I already created an account. So I'm gonna log in. Of course, I'm gonna log into with email. Now this is the dashboard. When you log in, you get the dashboard, and now from the dashboard, now this is where you get different functions from the Elevenlabs of what you want to do. You may be wanting to use a text to speech, To create the sound effects, you can also check on the sound effects section, and you can also check on the voice changer. For the voice effect, you have everything from the brass, from the drones, the fantasy, the horror. This is actually the background of maybe a video we are creating. So in my case, I want just text to speech, so I want someone to narrate my speech, and this is what you'll be doing for this. That's in the case of this section. And now something else I should also know is that you have to define where the person is supposed to pause and all that. But now, before you get there, you have to select the voice you want to read your content. In my case, I will use Pro Key a lot of time. Soma vizuri Swahili, but then you can always come here and say Swahili, or maybe Kenyan. And you can explore voice, Kenya. You see over tutapata a Kenyan voice, so this the 3 Kenyan voices, watatu ambayo mmoja ni Agalo, Keith Muoki. So let's play. So ukicheza utasikia sauti yake, so you will be in a position to know which sound you will be able to prefer to use when you're advertising. So try to make sure you listen. So kwangu I'm thinking of using Agalo's voice. I'm going to use Agalo's voice. So I'm going to select Agalo and launch. Remember, you can use different voices, a German voice, any voice you want. You can also define the speed of the person who is speaking if they want fast, and so on and so forth. Yes. Now this is what we call the Elevenlabs AI characters, ambazo ni characters ambazo zina define speech yako. Wataka acheke, wataka apause kidogo, wataka shout, you define that mwenyewe. So ukiangalia kwa speech yetu ili tunatengeneza script yetu, kuna ni aje, you see. And you can maybe say pause kidogo, so that the information may be simple wale ambao wametagetiwa. So for pause, you can try to get various pause somewhere. You can also put pause after the every other key section, so that to ensure that mwenye anasoma kimbizi kuna mahali anagojea ama ana pause kidogo, ile at least whatever the information anapatiana ina sink in. So nitaka pause various sections kama hapa akisoma business skills. Niongeza web design, graphics design, and so on and so forth. So try to get where you can put on the process. Ukishapata process, pia tuwetafuta character nyingine. But in this case, we're putting a pause so that at least every key section mwenye anaongea kisoma, at least anaweza pause kidogo kubali hiyo information amepatiana isync kidogo kwa the targeted audience. Yes. process. Kwa hivyo I'm taking it quick. So here control to process, and then no, I think that's it. No, so let's try to also notice a new element on the transcripts you have. The first element we shall use is laughing out loud, laughing. So there's a warm blotter, and then kumbuka ukiangalia zile definitions za characters naziweka na equal. Ukiangalia ni ile closing blocks ile inakaa kama ina section, kwa hivyo angalia sana the character naweka. So tuanzia hapa mahali popote ambao unataka huyu mtu acheke, tuanzia hapa, tuanzia hiyo sentence warm blotter, nyingine warm blotter, warm blotter, warm blotter, warm blotter. Alafu pia naweza tafuta element nyingine, tuseme element nyingine tutatumia labda ni tutatumia laughing excited, laughing excited. You can introduce various elements excited. So you can introduce as many elements as possible, but make sure the composition is supposed to sound natural. Kwa hivyo ukiweka tena zingine mingi SS zinafanya kazi yani nini yako ikuwe haiko sawa, yani inakaa tu ni fake, AI generated. Kwa hivyo lazima make sure ile content ambayo unatengeneza, don't put unnecessary elements, put elements ambazo unajua zitakuwa na manufaa kwa text yako. Kwa hivyo there we go. Now you see now we have 300 words. Now kuna kitu moja nataka kusema, the AI is gonna read everything, mpaka hizi full stops and everything, but then you can always first of all try to remove unnecessary spaces, because itahesabu kama character size, inamaanisha kwamba content yako itakuwa kubwa than necessary. Kwa hivyo toa vitu kama hizi lines ambazo zitajiki zote zitoe. Kwa hivyo you can support the necessary spaces kama hapa. So that all the sections are vizuri. So let me save this script so that we don't lose it in case I imepotea sana. So I'm gonna save it to my downloads. So tunasema Elevenlabs AI script. Now let's try to input these one the underline of this section actually. Now let's try to use the AI. Let's try to use the AI. Now itusomee hii text na ile language ambayo tumechoose, which ni ya msichana. Start from that. Alafu kumbuka kuna hizo opening catch attention, hizo pia tunaweza weka hivi tuangalie kwanza yenye itasoma, so that from there we can have a narration and then tunaweza pata kufanya. So tunakuja tunapaste text yetu hapa. So angalia credit, kutumia credits mingi. Yeah, that's it. So I'll generate a speech. I can say continue with current model. Ina generate quick faster. Then the minute I generate in the section of correct or improve, and then from there you can be in a position to correct. So let's give it a second to generate. So in this section, utapata kwamba inasoma original pause. Kwa hivyo I think itabidi kutoa hiyo pause so that we ensure that we don't have unnecessary text ambazo zinasomwa na hii AI. So tunaweza to a pause and then we wait until. But then let's first of all play again. Let's see. Let's first. Also something I've noticed with the speech is that it's quite faster. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a bit slower. And then I play. I think I'm also gonna try someone else because as if in this case, I've realized that the pause is not working well with our section, so I'm gonna use the remove the pause. Huh? So probably the easiest way you can do this is to actually press F5 on the keyboard. You click find what, and then replace with just a blank space. So it says replace all. So 15 links replaced. Huh? So also something else we're gonna remove is this title. Huh? I'm gonna remove that. The subtitles are necessary because PI AI is so let's try again. To delete the first one and then now I've also noticed that in this section they don't prefer to use these characters, so we're also going to remove the characters. So I'm going to come to F5 again, click replace, paste it, and then paste nothing on this section that has space. So replace all, yes, okay. Then I'm also going to come to the first one, the pen quote. I'm going to select that one, paste it, section, and this replace all. So I'm going to remove these ones as well. Okay. The characters. Yes. Good to go. Let me see where it is this one. We have forgotten. Okay, so let's try to regenerate the text again. No, I've also noticed that a girl or lady is not very fluent, so I can come and select a different person. Okay, remember, let's just try to use Miriam. So I'm gonna select Miriam and launch, and so on and so forth. No, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep on trying until you get it right. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna redirect this text with about with minimal characters so that we don't use our credits so much. So I can say I rephrase this one is painter English for 11 labs. And then let's try to use ChatGPT. So include laughs, emotions, etc. Make it 150 words. Input a few Swahili words. So I can hit enter. Now you'll notice every time you're given a certain number of credits, and if you use a lot of credit, you'll have to now pay for that. So in this case, we have 1572 remaining credits. So you can use different email addresses. Of course, we have to play cache on your browser to ensure that you get at least an additional set. So at least we can try to copy. Let's go to our scripting page. It's 169 words, so I think that can work. So let's try to see on Elevenlabs, paste it, and then generate it. Remember, Now, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to listen to the narrations, but in our case, for that to avoid a lot of trouble, try to use either pure Swahili or English. So in this case, I've read the pure Swahili text, and you can also come to the voice selection section. There you go. This is where you search. You can find East African, Tanzania. For instance, let's see, we have a voice narration for Tanzania. So you can also check on the languages. You can say Swahili. There you have it. The message, the category. You can choose conversational. Yeah, you can select an advertisement section. For the gender, you can say female and young. So now we can go for English. So we can remove the Swahili, just put language to the English alone. So the AI gives you the ability to select different voice narrations until you get it right. Okay, say East African or African. Go straight to African. So I can say maybe South African. Let's see what we get. For the voices I've already used in the past, I've used this Pro key. So let's try to get a simple paragraph in English and see what we can get from that. So you come here, say pure English. It was. Yes, I have it. Just copy, paste it there, and copy again. Now go to AI. And paste it. So I can hit generate. In this case, we also have other voices. Let's try to hear Hope. Let's try Ferdinand. So I think I'm gonna go with Hope. So let's try to so let's regenerate it. We are having a problem with the internet connection. Let's reset that quick fast. Yes. Now generate it again. So now we are ready. Remember, we're still recording this session, so those people who are not yet online, so I'm in a position to check it after uploading it to the portal. Yeah, so I think we are back. Okay, so in this case, let me also rejoin it using the network, the Wi-Fi network. So that we can then proceed. Now I think we are back on track. Just log into the phone quick first, and then rejoin the session using my handset. Yes. Now remember we had selected several languages, and in this case I found Hope's language to be good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna generate it. And after generating it, you're supposed now to let me see if the screen is being shared again so that you also ensure that checking the password and in a position to see where we are. Yes, I think we are back on. Yes, so to share the screen again. So what we got the script we wanted. So let's reload this page and use Hope's voice to generate your final script for advertising with the AI. So I'm gonna paste it again, and then from there, all you're supposed to do is to generate. Remember, you use so much love to be to generate and to pay. So in case I was not planning to pay for this today, so I think I'm gonna reduce on the size of this. But remember, in your case, you have uh, you have enough. But then the payments is that's for only 5. So it's something you can do for your creating this professional for advertising. Have done time. So now after you generated the voice, what you're supposed to do is just download the generated voice. Of course, I've created the file. There's a section for downloads, whereby you can be in a position to download the generated voice. Now, part of what I want you guys to do is to try to use Elevenlabs to create 10 small phrases that can be used for advertising. Context intelligence is limited. You log in, make sure you sign up the AI using your account. Then from the account, you download the after you do generation. Then from there, you'll be in a position to share them to me email that is for evaluation. So remember that we use AI for ama pia ChatGPT itafanya vizuri and we create advertising content so that you can be a perfect script for the 11. So I'm gonna stop recording after that session. I'm gonna share this one online for those people who are not present today. So you have a submission to make by Saturday. That is big 12. So create small. You can go with 18 words every phrase, but use different languages. You see this whole this Kahinde. You can actually select the region. Yes, you can say maybe South African. They'll give you a list of Oh, those are my voices. So in the explore section, can also use you can also define by using this subsection for the categories. You see now when I have English as in South African, at least I have Cyril Dolbach, I have Michael Slater, yes, and you can actually play each msikize ama sauti yake iko vipi. And after you're done with this button here, whereby you can be in a position to download. So in this case, go to voices, my voices, I'm just first and use hope. Yeah. If I generate this one and it's done, what I'm supposed to do is just supposed to come here, click download, upon which I'll be in a position to download the generated speech and save it in as an MP3 file, upon which now this is what will sound sent to me via generated speech that have been composed using AI. So it's an interesting project, but a project that I know it's going to give me some challenges, but at least at the same time, a project that I know will be interesting to follow. So this is the generated speech. You can use VLC player for the speech. It's gonna play. KM player and all that. So now I'm gonna share this one project online. So those people who are not today in today's session can be in a position to review on the portal, go through it, advertise it, and create their own advertising content, and make sure you deliver the assignment requested. You see now the assignment here is on Elevenlabs. It's supposed to be creation of submitting audio files labeled narration 01, MP3, like that. Anything small, or maybe a narration, just a small paragraph, maybe kumbuka una focus na content expert context expert agencies training in ICT and business programs, so it's already in the so every speech is explained a bit 40 kwa hivyo usiweke tena whole paragraph ambayo italeta shida ukija kutengeneza content ama enda kumalizia credit. Kumbuka ukiwa excuse credit zako unaweza fungua Elevenlabs using a different email address alafu uweze kupata additional credits, so no need to buy any credits. So tafuta several, clear the cache so that you can get other additional. See you in case of any question.